Yo, I know it's been a while, but I'm back, baby.
I don't give a shit.
Oftentimes in shows or anime, there's usually a villain, and depending on what kind of story you have, it might give them a redemption arc. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and try to say that redemption arcs are horrible and should never be used. I'm not gonna say that at all. I'm simply saying that if done correctly, you'll have yourself a good redemption arc. Take a character like Zuko, for example. His redemption arc works because it feels realistic. Over the course of 3 seasons, we see him start to question what he believes in for all this time and slowly start to get better until he finally joins the main cast as one of the good guys. This works because it doesn't feel like we were forced to forgive him immediately. We're shown how he has changed and made progress into becoming a better person within the story. Even when he joins Aang and his team, none of them fully trust him. He has to earn their trust after all his wrongdoings. Another character whose redemption arc fits and doesn't feel forced is Negan from The Walking Dead. His redemption arc works because the show never lets people forget about what he did to both Abraham and Glenn. The show doesn't ask both the viewers or the characters to forgive him immediately. It takes years within the show for people to even tolerate being in the same room as him. And even then, people still despise him, which they have every single right, some characters more than others. This makes it feel even more realistic. People hold grudges, people hold resentment for people who did them wrong. Then we get to the last episode of The Walking Dead, and we get to see him and Maggie talk. This conversation was a beautiful one that fans want to see for so long. We see them talking about the past and if there's a way for them to move forward even if it's not with full trust. It's obvious Maggie still despises Negan for killing her husband, however she can also see that he's changed. He's not that same man. This shows that Maggie's mindset of wanting Negan dead is still there for a little bit. However, is not as much as it was before. Aside from these two characters, some others don't really get the same treatment. This character is very popular, however, the way she acts in Doctor Strange Multiverses of Madness is just completely unsatisfying to watch rather than being bad. At the beginning of this movie, she starts hunting heroes across the different parts of the multiverse, terrorizing innocent people and being the cause of thousands, if not millions of deaths. Then, when the end comes, all she does is sacrifice herself because she realized what she's doing is wrong. People's main problem with this is that it happened too quick and it doesn't feel like she took any accountability for her actions. This redemption arc really is held up on sympathy rather than atoning for her actions. Now, this man's arc is hated because he did way worse things than most redeemed villains. This isn't to say that characters who did really dark and very evil things can't be redeemed. The main problem is that the story just wants you to forgive him without taking accountability for his actions, just like Wanda. He doesn't spend years trying to atone, nor does he seek forgiveness for his past. Instead, he goes from a villain to just a sort of weirdish ally. Another huge criticism that people had was that the consequences were shockingly light. During Boruto, he's basically allowed to do his research, but he just needs to be supervised. Like, bro, he's not some kid who stole something from the store. This is the same guy who's done experiments on multiple children. This punishment doesn't really seem fitting for that at all, and it just feels like such a letdown. Lastly, we have Abby. Now, hers isn't really a redemption arc, it's more of a story of empathy and perspective. The problem with this is that they try to make us learn her character after killing Joel, who we spent years loving and building a connection with. A character to compare Abby to is Gabby from Attack on Titan. Gabby's shown to be a Marleyan soldier who kills a fan favorite in Sasha. However, from that point on, she is forgiven by Sasha's parents. This kindness forms cracks in everything she's known. She was told these people are devils, people who don't show kindness, but even after killing their daughter, she was forgiven and offered a chance to change. Gabby's redemption arc works because she understands and regrets killing Sasha, while Abby doesn't regret her actions at all. And once you get to actually play as her and understand her character more and more, you get to see why she doesn't really regret killing Joel. These are just some characters whose arcs are either bad or unsatisfying. If you agree or have any other characters in mind, please leave them down in the comments section below. If you liked the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Stay safe, healthy, and blessed, and I'll see you in the next one.